One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To throw, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking downfield. Got him and nobody's close. There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Moore to the air. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
All right, let's get it. Right. Ready. Set.
Catch in the middle, it's McCullough. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Bryant. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play. The football back. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Let's go.
Quarterback on the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The option look. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pulls it, fired, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Ball is on the 2, 3rd and goal, and they'll go jumbo package. Off the bootleg, lost the toss. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you.
Oh, what a call on the fake. They're going to throw it. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Moore to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner, safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football, now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On the run, deep down the right side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, man. They continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on second down for this offense. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's McCulley. And they're able to make the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, it's Keene. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
On the run, fires downfield. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Turning it on! Smacks him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Throws to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Moore to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great job by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only picks the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore will throw. Looking deep. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Got it in the middle. It's low. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Black 14! Black 14! Roll! Easton!
He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Single! Blue 22! Blue 22! Social!
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Unleashes one. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like.
Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
First down here for the offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback takes a knee. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Moore will throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. The sure hands, it's Bryant. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just feeds the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's low. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense trying to take it back.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong.
Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Morton. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical.
Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty helps some, but it's still third and long. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires a bullet. Oh, it's picked off. Pulled down to 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's low. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. odds for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
So if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Got a man. It's Eakin. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, the option is so hard to stop, and so many bodies near the line of scrimmage on 4th and short. They run it, but just a good job by the quarterback finding.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Finds a tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Power football with the run. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Moore will throw. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
2nd down coming up. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. You see the wheels on that guy? From Masoli to Mariota, that sort of defines an Oregon quarterback.
And no doubt, just a guy that can improvise, a guy that can make plays with his feet. And when he does that, opens up the whole offense and makes this team so much better.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give from the gun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
Trying to get the corner. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Rushes on him. Makes the grab. He's got him first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Moore to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but You could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. On the move, it's Hughes. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and... Sneaks it in!
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
They'll immediately call timeout. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
And the pass is knocked down, incomplete, but they were in the neutral zone. Defense jumped, and it's going to negate a really good play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Eakin.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Virgil. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football. He understands.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires left. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Trying to pound their way in. He gets it in! He gets it in! No time on the clock, and they're down by 2, and they've still got a chance.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Quarterback will keep it. He is stopped short. Stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt, and this game is over as the defense saves the day. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. this every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Caught near the sticks. It's Douglas. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Snagged in the middle. It's Douglas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Morton. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. The throw. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
All right, the offense wanted a 1st down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of it.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Running the red zone is Miller. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Moving away from pressure. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left side. Finds some room. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. we're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Trying to burn this defensive back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good...
Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Simpson. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Under fire. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. You got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Pressure coming. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
There are bitter disappointments in life, And this would be one of them if you have to try a field goal after getting the ball in this field position. 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You could tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Going for it all. Makes the grab right down the middle. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 25. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. The 20, the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown tie. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter.
Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raider.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad.
And he's got it inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick pass on the jet motion. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. You got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give out of the gun. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary who might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
And it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start.
Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The give is to Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 sacks in a row. This defense is swarming all over the place. Hey, offense, you might want to change something up.
On 4th down, looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He'll work his way down to the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Corner showing press. They want to be physical. The sneak scores it.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. One more play to pad the stats. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls in.